Hey guys, it's Michelle here, and today I wanted to do something a little different from the videos that I normally do. So today I'm going to read you guys my journal, and I don't have a normal journal because it is hard for me to have like a writing journal and write in it frequently. But I write on my laptop that's actually sitting over there a lot. So I'm just going to read you guys what it says, and let me just grab it. Okay. My computer just died right when I decided, or maybe it didn't die. I don't think it died because it's turning back on. I think it just turned off right now. So I'm just gonna log back into this. Okay. So I have everything that I've written all right here. So I'm going to read off of it. And I only have like a couple pages, but I did go through this little phase where I wanted to reinvent myself over the summer, and I know that summer is pretty much almost over now, but I did still want to do that, so it does talk a little bit about that, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to start to just be myself, so just wanted to inform you guys about that, and yeah, but I think there's like 2 pages about that, so either way. Let's get started. Okay. So, this is the beginning. Everyone is on the earth for a reason, to do something, to make a change, to better themselves. I don't know what my reason is. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? How am I going to make the world a better place? And how am I going to find me? I went through a phase of like that I didn't know who I was, and I was trying to find me. Yeah. Where am I? Oh, I see people on TV and how their lives seem to be perfect, and how other people's don't, and it makes me reflect on my life and what it really is. I believe in a lot of people and a lot of things that may or may not exist, but who am I to know if they do or do not exist? I'm just a small human in a big universe full of things that matter and people that matter. I don't want to waste my life not doing something that can better me as a person, as a human. I want to find who I am so I can be with that person the rest of my life. I have a lot of flaws and things about myself that make my life harder, but they also make me who I am today, even if I don't know who I am just yet. I'm really trying to find my happiness in life. When I seem to find it, something always happens and it gets taken away from me. And I know it's not on purpose, so I just assume that it's fate's way of saying it wasn't meant to happen, and I move on. So when I was talking about me finding my happiness or whatever, I was actually talking about cheerleading because the new season is coming up, and I can't do it anymore because cheerleading's really expensive, and I paid for my first year of cheerleading all by myself by just me working. And now that my phone bill went up in price, I cannot afford cheerleading anymore with like the shoes, the clothes, the traveling, like all that stuff. So I was talking about that because that is my hobby, but I'm just trying to find a new one now. Okay. I want to be someone that somebody loves, somebody that makes someone go crazy thinking about them. I want to drive someone crazy. I want to believe that everything happens for a reason, and that reason will always be to make you a better person. But you know what? That's hard because knowing that it makes me a better person changes the person I am, and I'm not ready to change even if it's for the best. I want to be someone that people can always count on no matter what. So I'm going to become that, and I'm starting from the inside out. I'm going to make a list of things I'm good at and things I can improve at. Then make a list of things I want to become and what I want to look like, and a list of how I plan on changing to become the person I am. Work on it the rest of the summer, and I will write about how it's going. I can't words today. And I will write about how it's going and keep an update. That was really hard to read, and that was just the first paragraph. Okay, so now we're into like the lists of things I'm good at, things I want to change, and how I want to look, and all that stuff. So the things I'm good at is listening, supporting, giving advice in quotation marks, sometimes, just being there, understanding, not standing, questioning, imagining, believing, loving, and judging. Last one's not the best, but it's me. Things I can improve at. Giving advice. I really can. Looking for the good in others. Being nice. Doing things just cause. Comforting. Writing my feelings. Being me. Of course I'd be good at that. But it's just I need to improve that. Okay. Smiling more. Not always expecting things. Not worrying about what others think of me. Talking to God more. If you didn't know, I'm a Christian. And I love God. Oh gosh. Things I want to become. Comfortable with myself. Happy, bubbly, my old self. The real me and pretty. Okay. What I want to look like. Long hair past my shoulders. Healthy hair. Not skinny. A butt. Small, same size boobs. Long eyelashes. Pretty eyes. Nice lips. And nice lips. How I plan on changing. In quotation marks, starting from the inside out. Finding people I admire, changing how I dress, changing how I act, being nicer, praying more, asking more, smiling more, looking for the better in people, believing more. Now that we're done with that, let's move on. How can a bird that's born for joy sit in a cage and sing? This was quoted by the book, My Name is Mina and I Love the Night. Everything seems possible at night when the rest of the world has gone to sleep. That's a really good book and I would really recommend it to anybody because honestly, I do love that book. So you're going to hear a lot about that in the next thing because it repeats that whole thing, that whole name. Okay. Why I always frown, there's so much more to smile about. I'm reading a book called My Name is Mina and I Love the Night. Everything seems possible at night when the rest of the world has gone to sleep by David Almond. It's my favorite book. I feel like I can read it over and over again. It makes me wonder and think there's so much more to life than humans. There's an incredible amount more than humans. We are just little specks on the earth that think the world revolves around us. But really, there's a whole universe that are 1,000 or even 1 million times more important than us because they are our future. I really like that. That's really cute. I'm trying to smile more, but it's kind of hard. I really don't like the thought of somebody not liking me or judging me because of how I look. I mean, I could look worse, but I'm glad I don't. I love my family a lot, but I'm always by them, so they will be the first to notice that I'm trying to change. I mean, I want it to be noticeable, but I don't want it to be like I'm turning into a whole new person all at once. Again, I'm not changing anymore. I'm just being me. We're on the 3rd page out of 8. I worry that I won't fulfill the reason why God put me on the earth and I will disappoint him and just end up taking up space. I can't comfort people. Today is Friday, July 8th, 2006. This is the day Andy broke up with Chrissy. Chrissy's my sister, if you didn't know. I really tried, but I didn't know what to say, so I just kept asking questions. Chrissy is one of the most strongest people I know, and I hate to see her sad over a guy, but it makes me wonder. How can something that means the world to 2 people and have for 2 months all of a sudden mean nothing at all? I just don't understand that. But if Andy can't see the great in Chrissy, then it's his loss because Chrissy's the strongest person I know, sweetest, lovingest, smartest, funniest, and down-to-earth girl he will ever be so lucky to have, and he's throwing it all away. I really want to find me, meet me. Does everyone at one point of their lives find themselves? And if you never find yourself, who are you being? What if all of this was heaven, the world, the universe, and this was our second chance to prove that we had a purpose and we should be alive? What if this is all a test to see if you have what it takes? You never know with God running everything. God wants to make us all worthy of something so we all know our place. If this offends you in any way, I'm sorry. Because it talks a lot about God, and I don't know your guys' religion, and I don't want this to offend you, but it's just what I wrote down in my journal. So, yeah. I get scared that I might not have a place, that I might never find out who I am. When I have deep thoughts like this, it makes my stomach have butterflies. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to grow up, to see what I have become. I'm anxious to find out that I might not be good enough. What do you do when you know you'll never be good enough? When you know you can never be great enough? Fourth page. With how I was raised, I always had to work harder than other people. Whether it is to get the perfect toe touch or afford to pay for my phone bill. I work harder because not everything was just given down to me.
Refill me. Can you pause it?
That was my brother. Okay. Not everything was given down to me by my parents. I have to work for most of the things I have. My dad doesn't have a job. He's been looking for a job for 3 years now. My mom's the only parent working. She's a teacher's assistant for special education students. She brings in the majority of the money into the house. My family might not be well off financially, but we work for everything that we have, and we are very grateful for everything that we have. We never struggle so much that we feel that God has let us down, because He didn't, and He won't. God's not making us weaker, He's making us stronger. I thought that little nitpick, or whatever you call it, is like showing you guys how I am off of YouTube and how my family is, because people don't usually like say much about their family on YouTube, and I just wanted you guys to know something that some people might not know about me. The more I write, the more my mind runs wilder, and I realize there's no way to stop it. When I write, it's like I was writing straight to God. Sometimes I feel that God looks over certain people more than others. People that don't know themselves. People that don't understand the world. People who are scared they won't be good enough like me. I've always had a close relationship with God. I talked to Him every chance that I had, and He would listen and guide me to the right path during hard times. The world is such a big place, and God is just one person. But He's one person that took his life so that I could have mine. I might not go to church a lot, but I will always believe that God will look after me and take care of me, as He is my Father and I love Him. That sounds a little creepy, but it's not. Okay, so now I just kind of wrote some just random things down, so I'm just going to read those. They're kind of like really random, but either way. Dust is just particles of the human body. The rest of the human body... Wait. Let's try that again. Dust is just particles of the human body. The rest of the human that it was. The dust is dancing because it's free. Free to show that even though it is part of something huge, it has its own mind. Dust is the part of the human that hasn't completely disappeared when there's nothing left of it to offer the world. Deep. Okay. And then I just wrote like on an empty page. Here, I'll show it. Can I? Hang on. Okay. Then I wrote just on an empty page. It might appear empty, but if you look really close, it never is. So it's like that. And there's like literally nothing there, but just that. On an empty page. Well, it's not empty. Okay. I can't imagine dying. Just the thought of it scares me because I feel like I won't make a difference and the world will be left unchanged. That's what scares me the most. When you die, there's a cycle of how people forget you and how you're left behind, turning into a no one like the rest of us. Okay. I lost where I am. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah, here we are. First, everyone said that you left and can't imagine life without you. Next, they continue living their life, slowly forgetting you. Then you're gone and you will only ever be a memory. Being forgotten is scary, but it's just how life works. The world has to move on, even though you're not special now, and not everyone knows your name. You're special to people who will remember you no matter what you did, and that's all that should matter. Oh, I'm really uncomfortable, like, sitting where I am, so if you can't tell, I'm sitting on a ladder, BT dubs. Okay. The world is changing right under my feet, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. Everyone hates everyone. There are more killings than there's ever been. The world is repeating history. I don't want to grow up in a world like this. I don't want to die in a world like this. I just wish it would get better. So, this other paragraph, this is the last like paragraph, and it's kind of like, I don't really know. It's one of those like you didn't know this about me kind of things. So yeah. So when I say Aunt Gail, I'm talking about my aunt. Either way, so Aunt Gail gave Chrissy and EJ, my sisters, and I some clothes today. And I'm really grateful because since my family is on a fixed income, it's sometimes hard to get new clothes and other things we need. I had a really good day today. Nothing really happened though, but it was fun getting to relax and not do anything at all. I've been thinking, and maybe I should write a story about my life, or just all the diary entries in quotation marks, or whatever these things are called. Can be a story, but I don't know what I think. It can be a story, but I don't know what I think, and the things I do don't usually matter and never make a difference. I don't know what that means. That wasn't even a good sentence. Okay. Oh, there's actually one like really large sentence and like a paragraph left. Okay. The world has left you lying on the ground. That's a quote from that's a quote from a song. I don't remember what song it is, but it's a quote. Okay. Being single isn't half bad at all. I actually really enjoy it. Not having to worry about anyone else, just you. I know it might, this is in parentheses. I know it might sound like I'm being selfish, but I'm not being selfish. It's like staying in your house forever, being scared to go outside because of what might be out there. You're protecting yourself from people and things that might hurt you. I'm glad my sister figured that out. Someone can only be hurt so many times before there's nothing left of them. So, that's really heavy. That is the last of my journal. I just wanted to share bits and pieces of my life that you guys might not have known. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed that. So, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!